Hello and welcome. Yes, okay, we are recording. I thought that today, after my meditation, it would be fun to pull the cards for the collective, see how everyone's doing with this energy influx, and it has been rough on me, so I can imagine how it's been on the collective. Um, we're all going through this together. Just don't forget that. Anyone who tells you or makes you feel bad about where you are on your ascension path or your spirituality, they themselves are not nearly as enlightened as you are. If they're even telling you that they are not, that you're not on the right, where you should be by now in your spirituality, or, you know, just trust your process, trust yourself, trust your meditations, trust the way you feel. I just want to tell all my star seeds, light workers, way showers, any of the 144 that, I'm here for all of us, for all of you, and I appreciate you all being there for me and the earth. And thank you for holding your energy, and I appreciate it, and I will get to it now. So, let's see. Let's see exactly how we are doing as a collective. What is it we need to know as a collective? How is the energy? Okay. Three of air. This is very quickly, very fast moving energies. I think it's pretty cool that I'm outside right now, and I wanted you guys to see, even though it's kind of gray out here, how beautiful the trees are, and let you hear the birds. And I find it cool that there are two birds in this card. You know, actually there are three. There's one on the angel's wings, which is just so sweet. This card, this is a beautiful sentiment. You know, anytime I get this card, sorry, I'm just listening to the birds. They're so beautiful. Okay. Listen, a lot of times you may think things are bad, and with media outlets the way they are these days, and the way things have been going with the collective, you may have trouble seeing the bigger picture. But this card lets us know that there are silver linings to our situation. There are natural departures, which rejection is God's protection. Never forget that. Listen to the universe. A third party can help you see the truth of your situation. What is truly yours can never be withheld from you. Spirituality, your gifts, your past lives, your Akash, none of it. Every bit of it is accessible through you. As long as you ask your guides to help, they'll help you. Establish a firm communication with them. A lot of times your spirit guides will come in the third dimensional form to let you know in the 3D world that they are giving you affirmations and confirmations and signs. A lot of times they'll use animals to do this with, and a lot of times anything with wings, basically. is what they'll use. And the fact that, these birds are on here, the peace dove, the olive branch, that lets me know that you guys are very spiritually protected. The situation going on in the collective right now, it is a divine order that must happen in order for a stable foundation to be built. All of the old nasty walls must come down in order to build a stable foundation. And what is the most stable object? A triangle, 3 sides. Anytime you deal with rejection, that's your spiritual armor putting its wall up for you and saying, no, that is not your path. This is not your path. Anything that you have to fight to get, it shouldn't be that hard to be on your path. It shouldn't be hard to live your life any longer. If it is, you're not in alignment and you're not in the flow of the divine. Sometimes it's in your best interest to let go and allow for something better to take its place. It is the highest good to see the truth regardless of temporary discomfort. And just remember, my dear loved ones, this too shall pass. Very soon, there will be a large turnaround for the world and for life and love on this planet. And until that happens, trust this process. The divine is here with us. And any time that you have any questions, go within your sacred heart. And your angels will be there, waiting on you. Anytime you're feeling down. Oh, look at that. I pulled one more. I got the world card. How about that? I am doing a collective reading for the world. And how, look at that number, 21. That's a 3, people. Look at this. The world is ascending. Gaia is ascending. Gaia is I know you all always hear about Gaia. However, it's not just another word for the planet. Mother Gaia is an actual energetic frequency, a consciousness, who agreed to incarnate in the physical realms as a planet. And in order for her to ascend any higher, we, the people on the planet, must ascend so that she can ascend, because she's not putting up with the old crap anymore. As an entity, she cannot vibrationally take it anymore. And anything that is of the old energy, she is shaking off like a fish tank, getting shaken. All the particles come to the top to be cleaned out. And then it's beautiful. That's what she's doing. Any of the fires, any of the earthquakes, massively the earthquakes, the volcanic disruption due to the earthquakes, any of the pandemic that is going on, anything, it must happen. If it doesn't, then the energy and the vibrational frequency cannot shift. And if that happens, then she's not going to be sustainable. We can't live on a world going into the photon belt the first time ever in its solar system. We cannot enter this vibrational frequency of the photon belt without raising in vibrational frequency ourselves. And I can get into more of that in a different video, but for today, this is what I wanted to say, is that trust in the process. Trust yourself. Anytime you're feeling like something's off, or anytime you're feeling like something isn't right, anytime you feel like something is just, anytime you hear the word no, it not always is a bad thing. Sometimes it's spirit coming to your aid and saying, hey, this is not what you need to be doing. And since you're not getting it on your own, Or maybe it's your divine path to be rejected enough times that you take the wheels on your own and you go within instead of listening to what other people may have to say or think about what you should do with your life. And a lot of times we, as children, will inherit our parents' ideas and beliefs on things. And that's another important thing during this process is to shake that off. Figure out, go to the absolute core of your truth. Ask yourself, is that my truth, or is that something that I inherited from my loved ones who just were trying to teach me the best they knew how? It is not dishonor to leave those beliefs and the system behind. It is not dishonor. If anything, it honors them that you are accelerating and, on your path, that you are strong enough to take the reins. And that way, you have the ability to direct yourself in whatever way by going within, and you know how to do it. Instead of going to outside sources. I'm going to read you what this says. 21, World Perspective. I'm being called to shift my perspective on my life now. When I remember I am first and foremost an immortal soul, experiencing life as a human being, I have no fear. I can see clearly that I am a powerful co-creator in a divine partnership with Spirit. Aligning myself with Spirit, remaining unattached to outcomes, I am a conduit for miracles. See, that's kind of what I was saying. As long as you let yourself open up and listen to your inner guidance, always follow it. It gets louder and louder and louder and louder and louder, and then to the point where you can't hear anything but. And it's always for the greatest and highest good. And the way you know the difference, a lot of people want to know, well, how do I know if it's my guides, or how do I know if it's like a negative entity that has attached itself? Trust me, negative entities do things like suck your energy. They, will whisper sweet, literal nothings into your ear that will trigger that, response in your body that says, ooh, that sounds like fun, but in reality, it's not of light and love and high vibrational frequency. It may even be something so bad as to you're hurting yourself or others. That's the difference. Anytime you're dealing with your spiritual guidance systems, your teams, your ascended masters, your angels, however, so be it, your higher self, it will never, ever tell you to do anything that is not for the greatest and highest good. And in a fifth dimensional vibrational frequency, there is no negative because it is not sustainable. So if you can't sustain that vibrational frequency, if you can't match the vibrational frequency or accelerate from it, you definitely can't exist in the same time space as it. That's why people will come in and out of your life, and it may even be family that comes in and out. And you have to understand on a higher good that they came into your life as a script because they loved you enough, whether it be good or bad, to fight with you, to do you wrong, to be good to you and have your back, regardless of the spectrum of how they are with you. Once you accelerate in your vibrational frequency, you cannot exist. They must also either accelerate with you or you must sever the tie. It will happen naturally because everything is vibrational frequency and energy. And two things of different vibrational frequencies do not match in the same time space, at the same time. So one of them will fade. And it's for your greatest and highest good. And you need to look at the people in your past that have done you wrong, the people you did wrong, and say, thank you, you don't have to go to them and say it, but you can go inside. You can pray to you and say, hey, it's okay to forgive. Because now I understand on a deeper level that these people are that we're all from a different place, and we agreed to come here and abide by our own contracts, even if that means I come into your life, totally screw it up, screw you over, but the point was that I loved you enough after the life, before the life, to do that for you so that you can learn whatever lesson it is you're here to learn and fulfill the contract that you made before you got here, the divine plan, you know. So look at them with light and love and understanding. And if they are still mad, if they are still angry with you, if they're still upset for any reason, you understand that they are not at the same point that you are at. And it's hard because you love them and you want to be there for them, but they don't understand because especially those that are stuck in that loop of negativity, drugs, alcohol, pills, you know, constant partying. You know, we've all light workers, we've all been there. We all know what it's like when you're younger and things are, you know, things are bad in your life. So you turn to drugs or alcohol or you turn to other things. It's never gonna fulfill you, and they do not until they heal and recover a bit. They can't understand. So just send them light, send them love, and on a higher level, thank them from the bottom of your heart for loving you enough to come into this time of now to teach you whatever lesson it is so that you can accelerate on your spiritual path. And with that, it is fixing to start raining really hard. So I'm going to wrap it up, but I just want to say to all the light workers out there going through this ascension process with us, thank you. Hold your light, hold your space, hold your energy, and stay grounded. I'm sending everyone out there light and love. I am the Rhythmic Starseed, and thank you for watching me on Night Owl's Oracle.